I notice you have a beautiful trompe-l'oeil ceiling up there, like a little dome. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, that when the house was built, it was just a plain plastered dome. So I was telling my client, well, let's do something to make, I'm not a big fan of trompe-l'oeil, but I thought this is one place that it really works. So I made it formal. I made it look like a giant dome skylight ceiling and open above. And I did an afternoon, sun, and had a painter do that for weeks and weeks and weeks.
That's wonderful. How long did it take?
It must have been about a month. It was a really long process, but well worth it.
Well worth it. It's gorgeous.
Thank you. I'm really happy with it.
I can see the view from the living room. It shows the entire valley over here. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. It's what Southern California is, just all about.
I noticed that you have a beautiful infinity pool. Do you think that we can go out that way and look at it?
Let's go take a look.
What are the concept of the infinity pool? What was your idea when you started working on this pool?
Well, I'm not really a person that uses infinities all the time. I think they're overused, but here it really served a good purpose because you're sitting on the golf course and everybody always wants to put the pool by the house, but pushing it all the way to the end of the lot when your lot slopes down in the back gives you a much bigger lawn area and still gives you the same size pool that you need. So it really works nice here, and I was able to do the water sprays behind, and you have the country club in the background, and it's just a really grand statement.
And I see the Sphinx is sitting over there. Where was that from?
The sphinxes I picked up there, some antique sphinxes that I found, and I made these platforms and knew I wanted a sphinx, so I had to hunt around until I came across these.
Wonderful. Stephen, the sun of the day it's just so nice. The weather is beautiful, and sitting here you can see all the beautiful, many varied colored roses.
Every house I do, almost all the time, I want to put a rose garden in. I think they're one of the greatest things to have in Southern California, and actually really easy to take care of, and so many people are scared of them.
Is that like your signature?
That's
when
my
you make
signature.
When you make an outside installation?
Yeah, and I put them always together because you can spray them and fertilize them and take care of them better, and you have them on a separate sprinkler system, so you can see, the disease isn't a problem, the color's amazing, and they're just a joy to have.
Going to be a designer?
No, I actually graduated from UCLA with a political science degree and really always loved homes and used to take off and drive up to Montecito on weekends and just drive through the neighborhoods. And I've loved houses, so finally one day I just decided, you know what, I'm going to go for it. Started doing gardening and ended up doing, big, large estate homes, started doing interiors, now in buildings. So it's come full circle, and I'm really enjoying it.
It's very interesting that most designers don't really start out knowing that this is what they want to do. And but you really focus on large estates, don't you?
I just fell into a niche and wasn't really trying to go there, and ended up, I just really enjoy large-scale things. I love to put all the different elements in this house. You have the pool and the jacuzzi and the, pavilion and the barbecue, and I love to put all the little things in the yard, the sundials and the knot gardens and the koi ponds, and make it all work and interwork, and just so it all flows really smoothly. It's a lot of fun.
What are your other projects that you're working on?
I've got about 10 jobs going right now, and I work all over the United States. I have one in Washington, D.C. that I'm doing for a client that has another home in Brentwood, and I did her other house in Aspen. And I have a job, a couple different landscape jobs in Brentwood. I do large-scale homes there. I have a house, probably my biggest project is a house I'm building in Beverly Hills. That's really the one I've
is your pet project?
It's my pet. I love it.
I know I can see your face
It's
light
great.
up when you talk
house.
about the project.
It's my favorite job, and I'm building antiques into the house, and it's going to be just my really pet project that I'm just putting a lot of work into.
Like your crown jewel.
It's my crown jewel, but I'm hoping there'll be more to come.
Definitely. Thank you, Stephen, so much for allowing us to come here and showing us your work. And this is Liz from ToTheTrade.
Richard, what would you say are the trends for the future?
You know, it's impossible, I think, to predict the trends, although you can see throughout history there's always a reaction to the previous movement. And we went through a whole phase that was the rebirth of the modern movement, which was the 50s. We had a rebirth of the 40s, clean, streamlined. I hope the trend for the future is aesthetic decor is what I hope.
Thank you for joining us on the premiere edition of ToTheTrade Interior Design File. We hope you've learned something from this show and will continue to walk with us as we take you through the footsteps of this industry. I'm Bill.
I'm Liz.
And I'm David.
And we are
ToTheTrade.